Hello, Facebook. Hi. Let me know who is here in the comments below. Say hello, say your name. Let me know. I'll wait a second and let everyone come on through. Yay, good morning. Fix my hair over here. Got a little loose stray. It's okay. Got a mind of its own. Who's with me? Who is here? Hi, Jessica. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for the hearts. Hello, Nicole. Hi. Yay! Let me know in the comments who is here. Hi, Lee. Hello. Hi, Mukesh. Good to see you. Hi. Who else is with me here? Jenny's here. Kelly's here. Hi. Julia. Hello. Carly. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. OMG. So Thursdays are my day off. So this is like my Saturday / Sunday. I have one day off, and it's gonna be a good day of catching up on work for me today on my day off. Hi, Sand. Good to see you. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Diane. Hello. Welcome. I don't know if you can hear. Hi, Suzanne. But outside, they've decided to do some like construction. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Ileana. Hey, girl. Hey. So if you hear some like grinding noises, that would be the people behind me up on the hill. See? So hopefully that won't be too distracting. You'll have to let me know if that's okay. Hi, I'm under your desk. I love it. I'm at work. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. Hi, Angelica. Welcome. So I am in the process of uploading our replay from last night. Last night's class was amazing. Thank you for all of you that stayed up late with me. I know it was late for some of you, and it was so nice to be able to connect with you. It's one of those classes, I feel like every class I do is like that, where I show up with notes and then I talk about something completely different. That's what happens when you read the energy and you're open and you just share, right? Sometimes what the group needs is completely different than what you've prepared. And I thought that was so beautiful because we were talking about softening and kind of being open to being wrong and trusting, right? So kind of falling into the theme of trusting. For those of you that are new to who I am, my name is Kayla. Welcome. Hi, I'm one of the co-founders here at Modern Soul Society. For those that do know me, hello, I love you. I'm meeting new friends, so I'm so excited about all the connections that we're making. Hi, Catherine, good to see you. Thanks for the love as you're coming through. If you can't share this with your friends, today we're going to be talking about more in terms of self-worth and self-love. So last night I kind of opened up with you guys about kind of a little bit about my past. You maybe learned a little bit more about me, even if you did know me. And one of the things that came up that's really been ringing true in my head this morning is the theme of how to get to a place of self-love. So I think for a lot of us, we struggle with this. And what kind of came up last night is, thanks for sharing, Ashley, is self-forgiveness. So is there something that you need to forgive yourself for that is causing you to be stuck? That is what I want to kind of open up your mind to today. Hi, Christine. Hello. So I'm curious, how many of you feel like you are in a very good place in your self-love? If you are, rock it, claim it, right? No judgment. Let me know if you're not. Maybe you're struggling with that. Let me know in the comments below. I want to kind of see where we're at in the group today. Hi, this is a nice surprise. I love catching you live, right? Yay, Christine. It's way better than the replays, right? Hello, good to see your smiling face this morning. Hello, my love. Hello. So let me know in the comments where we're at with this. I think sometimes we think we're in a really good place and then something pops up and it kind of shakes us to the core a little bit. Am I right? Yes. I've been struggling, but starting to work on that personally here with Kristen. Oh, yay! Okay, good. I feel like I always go back and forth with it, mostly with body concept. Okay, could use some help around it. So here's the thing. I love that you brought this up. Typically with the type of personality that we have, what we do is we tend to attack our body image first. So if you ever notice you get this little spurt of like, I'm gonna go on a diet, or I'm gonna start going to the gym, or I wanna lose 10 pounds, or like all this stuff, right? There's something going on with the worth. And that's because we tend to look at our worth and directly relate it to how we look, how we appear. And there is a little truth to that, I think, because if you've ever had a really bad day and you go put your makeup on and you get your hair done, it really does boost your mood. But mood and energy is different than worth. Worth is a constant vibration, right? We can have moments all over the place where we feel good, feel bad. There's like moods happening around us, lots of energy, but the worth piece is our constant vibration. Okay, so I'm working on it, doing pretty good, but things always seem to pop up when I don't expect it. Okay, I need to triple my income, right? Okay, made a lot of progress, but need improvement in certain areas. Okay, hi Sarah, good to see you. So our body is made up of water, right? Lots and lots of water. You guys know this, right? This is not new information. Hi, Alyssa. And what happens is water is our emotion, okay? When you pull tarot cards and you get water, it has to do with your emotions, right? Our emotions are always changing, right? They're all over the place. It's like, we see a video on Facebook or we're crying. Oh my gosh, that dog got rescued. We're over here. We're excited. There's a surprise gift. We're like up, down, all over the place, right? So the constant is what we need to work on, right? Our constant beat, our constant drum, kind of like what's at the core of who we are, not the water vibration, okay? The core. I've been working on it. I thought I was great at it until I started really analyzing what that looked like. I believe that I am good at it for the most part. It requires focus though. Yes. So we are going to go in and out of waves of it being like, yeah, I'm really good and not, because there's different triggers that come out. Okay. And maybe we're rocking it in one area, right? We're like, dang, money is coming in. I'm so excited. All my bills are paid. But dang, my love life, right? Or maybe love is really good, but then, oh my gosh, my finances, right? Hey, Giselle. So we don't want to judge everything, but we kind of want to focus on where the triggers are coming out. Like what's being poked at you first. Hey, Christine, what trigger is really pulling at you? Because that's where we can start to focus our attention and get the most healing. Thanks for sharing, Christine. So that we can raise the vibration as a whole, okay? So our worth, right? Our worth, yay! I think I've shared this with you guys before, but so being an entrepreneur, that will rattle your worth in the biggest way possible. Any entrepreneurs on here or anyone in business for themselves or kind of freelance work or anything like that, post in the comments below, let me know. It is one of the journeys. Maybe you want to post if you're like on that journey. Yes, me. Okay. It is like the scariest roller coaster ride of your life. And I think we all manifest, right? Like, oh my gosh, I want like a multiple 6-figure income. I want like 100 clients this month. I want this, I want that. And it's just like words, right? And numbers, and they just come out. And then we kind of base our progress based off of how close we're getting to that goal or not, right? Yes, freelance graphic design, music artist. Okay, you understand. Okay, so it's interesting because when we are kind of, taking a look at that, what happens when we get a sale or one client? I'll never forget the first sale I made. I saw the PayPal notification on the screen and I was like, like grabbed my heart, grabbed my chest. I'm like, oh my God, somebody actually, this one person actually bought what I put out there, right? And it was like this earth-shattering moment of like, now what? Oh my gosh, like, am I even ready? Am I gonna be able to provide this person a service that, right? And like all these fears and triggers come out, right? And it's like that moment of like, panic. But why is that? Because, on my board, I'm a millionaire, I'm rocking it, I have like 100,000 clients, and then this like one PayPal notification comes in, right? So that is very telling. After that kind of notification, I looked at my board and I said, I think I need to tweak a few things, because if this is where I'm at, my board cannot reflect the yacht lifestyle, because it's going to take me a little while to get there. And you know what? There's grace in that, and that is okay. And I've always kind of been a little bit with the mindset that I don't want numbers. I want to grow connection. And so I will honestly tell you, I have no income goals in my business in terms of how many people come in and how many people buy my courses and things like that. Like, my goals are, how strong do I feel? How connected do I feel? Am I meeting new connections? Am I feeling love? Am I feeling fulfilled? Am I feeling inspired? Those are my goals. And yes, I do understand money. I'm like a freaking money guru, okay, when it comes to finances. I completely understand money, but that's not what I base my goals on. And I think with the same thing, that's how I tackle my worth. My worth is not my bank account. My worth is not what I buy. My worth is not how much I'm able to, spend on myself each month. My worth is how I feel I can show up in the world and the impact that I make. That is my worth. If I can touch someone else's life, if I can impact someone, if I'm able to help someone, like, this is my worth. At the same time, I've gotten to a place where in my life, I am able to pay a lot of things. I am making a lot of money. I am living in my truth and my authenticity, and I'm rocking it, and my income goals are going through the roof. And it's like, awesome. So are my bills because I'm always up leveling, right? But the worth piece, what defines worth for us? And this is what I want us to really understand before we manifest, because here's what happens when we join a manifesting program. We get so excited about all the things we want, right? Yay, all the things. I want more things. I want all these things. I want to feel happy or buy these things. And that isn't quite what happens. Am I right? Am I right? It's funny because Mom and I always talk about up-leveling and kind of up-leveling our business and the income goals. And you know what that means? That means writing bigger checks to the government, right? Like, no longer 4-figure checks, but 5-figure checks to the government. Maybe even 6-figure checks to the government when you get to a certain point. And Mom and I do this practice where we say, okay, what are we comfortable spending to the government? Because, that's like, we have to stretch and grow those muscles, right? And we kind of flip this perspective with how cool that we're at this place. We get to write a 5-figure check to the government. How cool is that? Yay! And that's part of the process. That is a sign that we are connecting. It's not a sign that we're making a certain income goal. It's a connection sign, right? And I think flipping the perspective and certain mindset shifts here. For you, how can you develop more worth? Hey, Heather. Hey, Michelle. How can you grow this in yourself? Now, worth is not related to money, okay? It is not. I know it can feel like it is because it will change your moods, but it does not change your worth. The worth piece is internal. It's an inside job. It's an inside job. What do you currently do to work on your worth? Let me know in the comments. What do you do currently to raise that vibration? Worth is one of those things where we have to prioritize ourselves and kind of taking a look at our lives currently. So, okay, how much time do I give myself? How much attention do I give myself? How much am I allowing myself to take the lead? Am I the priority, right? Beautiful. So meditation, that's such a beautiful way. I love meditation. Affirmations, self-care, beautiful. This course, LOL, yes, spending time in this course is a beautiful way for self-care. Yesterday, I overcame my fear of not having enough money to go to a happy hour with my writing group. Beautiful, right? You can still go and order water. I've done that a million times. Like, just sparkling water, please. Julia, meditate, work out, and read. Okay. Ileana, take me time. Walks for reflecting and decompressing. Okay. I work on listening to what my body and mind need and make time for it. Okay. Affirmations, beautiful. This course, journaling. Okay. So taking time aside for you. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably have a very tight schedule. Bubble baths. Yes, I love bubble baths. Okay. You probably have a tight schedule. You probably have a million things you got to do. You probably have a million obligations. You probably have a lot of people counting on you. And I just want to stress this a lot. I show up for others every day in my life. Showing up for others strengthens my vibration and gives me my purpose, but my self-worth vibration is what allows me to do so in a strong way. That means that I had to kind of take this in steps. I did not show up in this capacity on day one, okay? I did not show up and say, yes, universe, I'm ready to be an entrepreneur. I'm ready to share with people. And all of a sudden, people came. That is not what happens, okay? What happens is you daily work on yourself and you daily prioritize yourself, even when you don't have time, okay? So many times, I mean, especially when I first started, it was like 20-hour days, you guys. It was like, wow, there's a lot that goes into building a business, a lot that goes into getting movement, right? There's always peaks and valleys when you're an entrepreneur. So there's lots of times where you have a lot of downtime, and then there's a lot of times where it's go time. And when you first start out, it's all go time. And it felt bad because I had like a huge list, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items. And you know, it's like, wow, going out to have fun, like I don't have time for that. And it's interesting because here's what happens when you prioritize yourself. This weird magical shift happens. Time will expand for you. Time expands. Hi, Liz. Yes, I'm not looking to buy more stuff. I'm looking to bless others, to make them feel good about themselves. My ultimate goal is to help others and grow. Beautiful. So your goal is to help others, but guess what? If you are not able to buy yourself groceries, if you don't feel good in your clothing, if you don't feel good with your hair, things that do impact your vibration, if you don't feel good in your home or buying your bills or anything like that, you know, spending your money, if you don't feel good, you will not help people in the way that you intend to. I need to give you permission today that it is perfectly okay to take care of yourself, and you will be able to show up in a bigger way. Just like on the airplanes, right? We've all been on the airplanes. You get to see the little this way, exits this way and this way, the air mask down below, right? Pull on it a little bit. Like we get to see that whole routine. What do they say? They say, put your air mask on first. and then help your children, and then help others, right? It is the same thing. Self-care is your air. Okay? Thank you. I love my nail polish. Yay! Yay, that makes me feel good. Okay. Self-care is your air. I'm not joking. You have to pay your bills first before you can donate money. You have to be able to feel good first to show up. And I know because a lot of people on here feel this need and like, my purpose is to help others though. My purpose is to heal. But guess what? The world does not need your message. The world needs your healed message, right? Other words, it's sharing. I see this so often. We do need to take time to heal first. We do need to take time to strengthen first. We do need to take time to grow ourselves first. And I'm not saying that you're not helping people right now. What I'm saying is the capacity that you want to show up in, you have to prioritize yourself first or you will never make it. You will get tired. You will get depleted. You will get overwhelmed. You will get so exhausted by life that you will not be able to show up for others. Yes. Hi, John. Fill your cup first. Fill your cup first. This is so true. And you know what's funny? I didn't start out this way. I would always like, oh my gosh, my client needs something. Let me spend time emailing. Oh my gosh, this person needs something. Let me overgive. Let me go over here. Let me just help everything. Oh my gosh. I was paying an assistant that I really wasn't showing up at all, right? Like she just really, like I was training her so much and I just wanted to be there. And I was like, it was just, you know, oh, you don't have a computer? Let me buy you one. Like it was just like, hurry up and get on board, you know? And here's the thing. Not everyone is ready at the same time. Here I was paying somebody that wasn't even helping me and I wasn't even paying myself yet. And it didn't feel good. Every time I wrote that check, I'm like, oh, it feels terrible. Like I'm doing all this work with her and then like paying her and like it just felt shitty. And I finally had to do the uncomfortable thing. Hey, Mickey. I had to do the uncomfortable thing and say, you know what? You're fired. And you know what? I'm letting you go because it doesn't feel good. And you know, it's funny. Things started to shift when I let her go. And it's interesting because I get an email like, you know, a month later. And it was like, you know what? I'm so glad you let me go because I really don't believe in anything that you do anyways. And I was like, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know that now, right? And it's so interesting because I think sometimes the reason why we overgive so much is that we don't want to let people behind. We want to take everyone with us and we want everyone to go at the same time. And it's like, okay, let me feed you. Let me pay your bills. Let me get you feeling good so we can all go together. It doesn't happen that way, okay? It definitely does not happen that way. Your relationships don't work this way. Your friendships don't work this way. Your business doesn't work this way. You have to be able to say, you know what? It's my turn. And I'm going to walk through the door first. It is my turn right now. And you know what? I will come back when I feel really good and give you another opportunity. But you have to be ready. Yes, I learned that lesson in my job. I invest in myself and the families that are ready for the help. I support the others too, but don't overgive if they aren't ready. Yes, I agree 100. And here's the thing. When we care, what happens? We overly invest ourselves. We overly help. We overly give. We overly everything. Why? Guess what? If you are overly anything, it is because you are lack in here. And that is all. A lack inside. You feel lack. And that is why you are overcompensating in the energy to help other people. Guess what? People are not broken and they don't need your help always, right? And your help can look different each time. When you help from a place of worth, there is a strength. I say this all the time. Imagine if you booked a private session with me, right? We book a private session. We're going to talk about your manifesting and where you're currently at. And you tell me like, oh my gosh, Kayla, here's where I'm currently at. And, I'm not really able to pay my bills, and, I really want to manifest more, and I've got this business and I want to, bring in more clients. Here is my lack response. Oh my God. You can't pay your bills? How did you pay for this session? You know what? Maybe I should refund you. I don't know if I'm able to help you right now. I'm starting to feel like, you know what? Now I'm going to overly give in the session. And now I know we had a 1 hour session, but I'm actually going to stay on with you for 2 hours because I feel sorry for you. That doesn't feel good, right? That doesn't feel good at all. But that is what you do unintentionally when your worth is not here. It's not high inside. Here is how I show up if that happens. And I hear that now in my strength. Okay, you're investing in yourself. You're already taking the first step. I know how to help you. And the fact that you showed up and spent your money here shows me that you're ready. Game on. Get your notepad out. Start taking notes. Right? There's no chit chat. Take notes and begin. Here's what you do. X, Y, Z. There is a difference when you understand your worth. You are able to help in a bigger way. That's the same session for the same amount, for the same client, for the same circumstance, and yet different outcomes. How do you think it feels on the receiving end? Which one would you want to show up for? Definitely the second. You don't want to show up and have somebody be super triggered and like, oh my God, like you don't want that. You don't want someone to go, right? No reaction. So what is the difference? Detachment. Detachment does not mean that I do not care about my client. I care a shit ton for anyone that I work with. I care a shit ton for you on this call, okay? Anyone watching, any replay, any hearts that are bursting, any comments, anyone watching that's just sitting there, I fucking love you, okay? I really, really do, because you're taking the time to listen to me, and I value that you value me, okay? Now, Jeannie, hi, beautiful. Now, the worth piece is huge. Hey, Amanda, because our worth, do you see how that actually blocks more from coming in? Our worth, how we are in it, blocks what we manifest. If that's what I'm putting out there, I guarantee you that person's not going to start telling everyone in their life, oh my gosh, this person helped me and there was a great session. There's going to be more trigger and more damage unintentionally, right? So building our worth first is really, really crucial and really, really important. Detachment is a beautiful energy, because detachment actually bonds love. Detachment is when we look at somebody and go, you know what? I see your pain and I have compassion for you, and I'm here for you when you're ready, but I do not feel the trigger or the pull or the feeling that I have to come in and save you. There's no impulse. I'm here. And when you ask me for help, I will show up for you. Do you see the difference? Now, a lot of the times, this is how we show up for our children as well. Okay? Our children as well. We're doing something, our child needs something. Oh my gosh, drop everything. And just, what do you need? And, a lot of the times that comes from a place of guilt with our children. So we feel guilty for something, and so we're overcompensating, right? Guess what? You're not helping when you're overcompensating. You have good intentions. But guess what's really helpful for your kids? Seeing that you actually prioritize your life. seeing that you actually matter in your life because you are giving permission for them to do the same. And when you don't, you are teaching them to be exactly like you. And you don't want the cycle to continue, right? Let's let self-love breed. Guess what? Your kids are not always going to know that in this moment because they are children, okay? They're going to be upset they can't have a cookie. They're going to be upset that you can't play with them. And you know what? Self-worth is okay being uncomfortable. Guess what? You're going to need this in every area of your life. You need to be okay to be uncomfortable because that is how we grow. That is how we stretch. That is how we up level. And this energy is necessary in manifesting. You have to be able to up level your energy and ask for more and be able to stretch and be able to grow and be able to say no. Be able to say no. How can you prioritize yourself today? I'm curious. Do any of us know? How can you prioritize yourself today? Let me know in the comments. Yes, this whole call applies to parenting. Yes. Had this conversation with a parent this week, trying to teach her to put herself first. Beautiful. How can you teach someone this lesson when they make every excuse to not love themselves? You cannot. You cannot teach someone to love themselves. And that's, I think, one of the biggest aha moments I had. You cannot. What you can do is show them by example. Because guess what? When life starts going really well for you and you start getting these really exciting things pop up and you're like, oh my gosh, so happy. If they are ready, they are going to ask you how. They're going to look at what you're doing and they're going to be ready. But when someone is not ready, you cannot teach them. And this is the place that's so hard because we want to, but I know how to help you. Guess what? I know a shit ton in the energy. And when somebody pops on and I read their energy, I know a million ways to help them. But guess what? I can't tell them a million ways to help them. If they pay me, for a coffee, I give them a coffee's worth. If they pay for a private session, I give them a private session's worth. If they pay for, a very intense private course with me, I give them that much back. If they work one-on-one with me, I work that much back. Because the energy has to give and take, right? Beautiful. Hi, Diana. Good to see you. Ashley, today I want to make quiet time for myself by either taking a bath or reading or both. Beautiful. Okay, so there's things that we do, and I think we all have this list of like when I have time, right? Oh, okay, when I have this, I'll be able to. What are you waiting on? Do it today because that can actually break up the stuck energy that you feel. The matching. Yes, energy match. This is what Mom and I teach in everything. Energy match. And this also applies to like dating, right? If that person calls you, you call them back. If you go on a date, you go on a date. If that person says, hey, I love you, you get to decide, hey, I love you. You don't go all in on the first date going, oh my God, when's the wedding? Right? There's like, because that you can actually stop something good from growing, right? Something that's even meant to be, you can stop. You can hold it so tight and squeeze the air out of it and kill it, before it even has a chance. I am working on not letting people dictate how I spend my time. Yes. And I think, hey, Tom, I think there's a guilt that comes up, right? There's like I feel guilty for taking care of myself. I feel guilty for putting myself first. I feel guilty for all those things. But guess what? How good does it feel when you are in the presence of somebody who has so much self-worth? It feels good. It feels like, oh my God, I'm safe, right? Hello, hello. It feels safe. That helps us save our energy. I love this. I always feel guilty when I wasn't doing above and beyond. People always say I give it 110%. Yes. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't give 110%, right? Because, look how much I'm investing in this free course for you guys, right? I'm giving like 8,000%, okay? Anything that I give, I overgive, right? I overly, right? However, I overgive from a place of strength. There is a deep sense of safety and security and self-worth and confidence that I feel in my belly, okay? My gut, I have that. And I'm not giving from a place of lack. And that's the difference, because it is not bad to overgive from a place of being overflown, right? If your cup is overflowing, overgive, right? That is good. But we always want to take a look at the intention. We want to ask ourselves, why am I giving? Why am I diving in? Why? Is it coming from a place of detachment, or is it coming from a place of impulse? If you are feeling the need, you are overly attached. And this is where we teach a lot of this in all of our courses and everything, right? It is, thank you for sharing the video, Jeannie. I appreciate it. This is where it's tricky, because we want to care about everything, right? If I were to sit here, I name everything. I name my plants, I name my crystals, I name it pretty much everything I own, right? It's just like, I bond to it. I connect to it. I love it. I could even like name this pen if I wanted to. Like, oh my gosh, your name's gonna be Pearl and you're my favorite pen and I love you. And yes, like if I wanted to, I could feel what the pen was feeling, right? We cannot do that with everything. And that is where safety comes in big. I know last week we talked about our routines. This is key. It's time to turn up the volume on our routines this week, and truly, do I have enough time for myself? Do I have an hour in the morning? Do I have an hour in the evening? Do I have time to make myself food? Do I have time to get what I need done? And also, how am I spending that time? Because guess what? When you're depleted, where do you spend your time? Television, zoning out, right? Facebook, Instagram, like comparing myself to all these beautiful lives that I don't have, right? So also watch how you are spending your time. If you are saying you have no time, turn off Facebook. Except when we have our lives, okay? Get on, get off. But also, really, like, how do you need to show up? How do you need to shift some things? How do you need to claim your worth? And how can you detach, right? Worth is a vibration, which means we can work on it. We can grow it. And it requires embracing the phases, embracing baby steps, taking small actions. When you're at the store and it's like, what does everyone else want for dinner? Oh, wait, hold on. No, what do I want for dinner? And you know what? Tonight, I'm picking. Hey, Jenna. It's starting to claim more of even showing up in your space. When you walk up to coffee and you know you awkwardly get there at the same time as somebody else at the door, do not apologize for your existence. Open the door and say, hi, have a great day, you first. Take initiative. When you are standing in line, claim the space. Eye contact, look at people, say hello, engage, start to claim your space. I think so many times when we have low self-worth, what happens? We're like this on the phone. Like, comment, like, scroll. We aren't engaged. To grow your worth, you have to be able to take up space and know that you're worth that space. Showing up here, asking for what you need. That is good. Asking other people, hey, guess what? Guess what, guys? Mom is taking the night off tonight. Woo woo. Guess what? I am going out and no one needs to know where I'm going. Guess what? I bought myself a pair of shoes because I liked them. Guess what? Fill in the blank. It does not matter. It does not have to be something that you buy, but it has to be something that makes you feel good. And this is where we'll come full circle on everything that I teach. You have to feel good first. You have to feel good first, because guess what? If you feel guilty, if you feel lack, if you feel shitty, it doesn't matter if the most beautiful, perfect person knocked on your door. If you open it up and they're like, hi, I'm ready to sweep you off your feet, and you look down and you're like in sweats, you haven't showered, you got like baby food on you or like whatever, it's like, shut the door, right? You'll shut the door. You aren't ready to receive whatever it is. And this is where we need to work first. This is the allowing. Manifesting is easy, okay? Manifesting is easy. You guys manifest all the time. You're manifesting without even knowing. In this breath, you have manifested. You're manifesting. But what are you manifesting? Right? A lot of the times what I notice in clients is that we manifest and it's almost like what we want is right outside the door. I'm like, you got to go open the door. But, right? Expectation, assumption of everything that we need to have ready before we open that door. You have to open the door today. You have to be willing to, like, messy bun and all, open the door and go, yep, I've been waiting for you. I'm ready. Yay. You have to be ready. And when you are prioritizing yourself, guess what? You feel better. You feel ready. You feel excited. Am I right? Am I right? Feeling good is the most important thing. So now ask yourself in every moment, does this make me feel good? Is this feeling good? Talking to this person, does it still feel good to talk to this person? Does it not? I don't know. If it doesn't, stop. Does my food feel good? Wow, this food isn't really feeling good. Okay, let's rearrange some things. Okay, my calendar, how does my calendar feel? Wow, it feels scary. Okay, rearrange. You have to be willing to change in order to manifest, which brings us back to you have to be willing to be wrong in our softening, right? I'll tell you what, it's so funny. When I manifest with people and we have our first session, it's amazing to me how many people strive to wake up at 5 a.m. Like, all right, I'm going to manifest love, and so I need to be ready. I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get my smoothie in. Then I'm going to go to work. Then I'm going to meditate. Then I'm going to do all the stuff. And then I'm going to like clean my house, and I'm going to do all the stuff. You know what that screams? Perfection. Harshness. It's not even ready to bring it in yet. Enthusiasm, I'll give you that. Enthusiasm. But you have to have the softening. You will not be perfect at this right out the gate. So what feels good to shift today? What feels good? Maybe today it feels good to wake up at 5 a.m. Nailed it. Cool. Up at 5. But if you create the walls of perfection, it will not build your worth at all. It will shred it down. Because now you've taken a leap of faith to actually work on yourself, and perfection kills any joy that you can ever have or see or witness or experience or feel. So lead with the lens of, does this make me feel good? That's the question you ask yourself 1,000,000 times a day. Does it feel good? 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 And you know what? Uncomfortable is still okay. Because sometimes our action steps don't feel good, but the result feels really good. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're, is it going to feel good? Because a lot of us need to push through uncomfortable, stuck energy. Okay, so who's ready to prioritize themselves? What feels good today that you've done? Let's celebrate some things. What feels good that you've done where you've said, hey, I've claimed this for myself? Post in the comments. If you don't have one, it's okay. Celebrate other people. What can you do to claim yourself, to claim your worth, to claim your schedule, to claim you? How can you be the priority today? Yes. Darn it. This is Ange. Okay. So true. I say this all the time. 5 a.m., right? Lise, cleaning my room after this. I always clean the rest of the house before my room, and now it feels shitty, right? That's what we do, because it's like, oh my gosh, people are going to come in and see it, or, you know, the whole family needs to feel good. No, your sacred space is important. Got out of the house early with the kids. Yay! I love that. Getting out in nature feels good, right? Getting out sometimes is such a beautiful way to break up that energy that we feel. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful intentions. Wonderful. I hope this video has inspired something inside of you where you can, you know, do some inner work, because manifesting is inner work, you guys. It is not external, like Santa Claus showed up and all my gifts are under the tree. That is not manifesting in the authentic way. Eating healthy, Diane. Yes, yes. I'm going to the grocery store today too, and I'm going to make some smart choices this week that are a little smarter than this last week that I've had. Yes. Today I buy groceries that make me feel good, not just what my princess will eat. I love that. Oh, Lacey. Lacey's like, I heard groceries. I heard the word grocery store. I love it. I love it. It's also claiming your space, right? Notice when opportunities come up to you where you can claim that space, when you can say, okay, in this moment, I can stand tall. I can be confident. I can take up space. I am worthy of taking up space. I'm worthy of being in line. I'm worthy of being helped first, right? Start to say these things to yourself, right? I am worthy. I am enough. Love getting into nature. Yes, love nature. I'm lacking inspiration for healthy meals. Okay, so let's inspire each other. Let's get some inspiration for some healthy meals. If you are in, I have a private Facebook group called Modern Soul Society, and you can search for it, or I will post a link on my page where we do kind of post a lot of inspiration in there. So let's get some like meal inspiration in there. Or if you feel comfortable posting on your personal page, tag me so everyone can see it. Let's do that. Let's start getting inspired. There's a lot of people here that are into health as a business or things like that. And so, you know, now's your time to shine. Let's get some healthy meals flowing and inspiration. I love this. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, you guys. Love getting into nature. All right, let's have an amazing, amazing day. What are we gonna leave on? Let's call something in. We wanna leave on a high note always, okay? Try smoothies, add what feels good. I love smoothies. Oh my goodness, smoothies are my jam. I love soup and smoothies. I don't really like to chew a lot of food. I like a lot of soft foods. Yes, okay, what are we calling in today? Maybe it's an opportunity for self-love to find us. Maybe it's time to expand. What is it for you that you need? Let's call it in this moment, setting the intention. Thank you so much to everyone who popped in here, who's watching the replay. I love you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Calling in self-love. Yes, thanks. I'm gonna make a smoothie now. I love it. Calling in a smoothie. You want a smoothie, Lacey? Okay, calling in a smoothie. Beautiful. Love cooking healthy meals. Yes, it feels so good. Productivity. Okay, calling in some productivity. Calling in serenity. I love that word. Serenity. Yes. Calling it in. Yes. What else are we calling in? I'm calling in connection. Whoa, I just got like a burst of hearts from sand all at once. Wow, she just love bombed me. Heather, calling in laughter, joy, and connection. Yes, thank you. Thank you, my love. Yay. All right, you guys, let's go have an amazing day. Let's claim our worth. Let's claim our space. Let's ask ourselves 1,000,000 times, does this feel good? Does it feel good? All right, you guys, I love you. Calling in joy and abundance. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon. Thank you for sharing this video. I so appreciate it so much. Also, we do have a free course for those of you that are watching this and you're like, what the hell is this? Link is above. Go ahead and join us. Hop in where we're at. We're in week 2. We have our energy clearing tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So I will be doing some energy clearing for those of you that it was too late last time. Mark your calendar, energy clearing tomorrow. It's gonna be amazing. Gonna clear some blocks in the energy and also call in some really amazing things. Yes, extreme confidence, calling in love, self-love, love for and from others. I love that. Thank you, have a great day. You too, my love, yay. Thank you. I love you guys so much and I'll see you soon.